Hello guys, welcome to my new vlog. If you're new here, my name is Katrin. I'm a front-end developer living in Germany and I do vlogs and on my another channel, tech stuff. And this is the middle of May in Germany. We finally had warm days, even weeks, but since yesterday or a few days ago it's cold again and we had even to turn on heating again, which is crazy because it's May and in my head it just doesn't come together. But yeah, grab some coffee or something warm to drink. I'm going to make one for myself now. Today is a holiday. I can't really tell you about it anything because it's something Christian. And for me, the point is that I don't have to work today, that's it. So now it's already 1 p.m. and I just started doing things. I had a very slow morning, some pancakes, and now I'm going to have my first coffee. So let's go. Look, I wanted to show you that I created a coffee corner for myself, and in one of my previous vlogs I complained to you that I am becoming a coffee snob a little bit because I work from home a lot and like every day is the same for me, so I just wanted to have some variety in my life and I got it through coffee. My mom visited me already, oh my gosh, 2 weeks ago, and we went to Rome together and she bought for me this coffee grinder. So now I'm like over romanticizing making coffee. And of course we had some coffee beans from Rome too, and we bought some here in Cologne at the place that I shared with you in one of my videos. They make their wonderful, super delicious coffee. So I also got some beans from there. And they have some berry aroma. They are also decaf, which is good for late coffee. Before that, here was wine corner, so it moved here. Eventually, I decided that here it's better because I already had Nespresso here, and here I usually buy some capsules from Nespresso. So yeah, now I'm not going to get too fancy. I'm going just to get the usual Nespresso espresso. And I want to give you some updates. I need to throw it away. So first of all, as you already understood, my mom came to visit me for 2 weeks and we had a wonderful time. We did a lot of shopping, especially for her, which is super cool and strange because she usually is not a person who buys things for herself, and I was very happy that she found some clothes or things that she really liked. So and we went to Rome. As you also might have seen some snapshots from this trip in my previous vlog. She fell in love with it, so I am also very happy because it was her birthday. I wanted, of course, for her to have a great time, and she just started falling in love with traveling and loving going outside of her country, so I'm very happy about it. I sometimes do double espresso from usual espresso, so I'm going to run it one more time. So while the coffee is being prepared, I'm going to share with you another thing. As I mentioned, my mom left already 2 weeks ago, but I'm still kind of getting into my usual routines, and this is was a little bit hard from the point of sport and from the point of learning languages and everything. But I'm going to break it again because next week we are flying to Portugal for some company retreat days. Before you get envious, I'm going to tell you that I'm not going to see Portugal at all because they literally going to take us from place to place, like from the airport to the hotel, from the hotel to the restaurants, and from the restaurants to back to your room. It's kind of sad a little bit, but okay, it's still an interesting experience for me because I've never been to company days that are not in the same country where I usually work. I will share with you how it goes in my next or next after next videos. You're going to help me get ready for that, definitely. Actually, it was a little bit strange for me. They kind of... Oh, coffee is ready. They kind of didn't really share with us what we need to wear and when. I got panicked, and eventually I got some information from my colleagues, and I understood that sometimes we need to be business casual, sometimes a little bit more business than casual, and once very chic, but not wedding kind of chic. So I got panicked because I don't really have anything, especially for so many days, because I'm going to be there for like almost a week. Eventually I also did some shopping and I bought jumpsuits for myself, because I think that's a good solution for me. It's kind of something that you can make casual and also chic when you need to. For example, by adding just some accessories or heels. And also I bought one black classic dress, so I think I'm going to be fine with this. I also know that I'm definitely going to be very exhausted because I work from home. I don't really have a huge social life. Also, when I go only for a few days to München, I'm already very exhausted, and here I'm going to be for a week with some strangers that I need to smile and be nice to. After that, I'm definitely going to do a few weeks of social detox. There are going to be also many presentations that I also have no idea what they are going to talk about. I mean, it's just nothing connected to tech or my field, so I don't know. But again, it's just a very interesting experience, and I will share with you what I think about it. Now some book news. So first of all, I finished the third book of Charlotte Link in the Kate Linville series. I loved it as usual. If you can, of course, I would recommend to read it. Unfortunately, this one already doesn't exist in Russian, which is very frustrating for me, because it was published after year 22. New books that are getting out or get published now, they are not translated to Russian, unfortunately, and I'm very angry because of it, because like my mom, she can't really read in English. I have so many books that I would love to read together with her and then discuss and share emotions and everything. So it's a little bit it's a pity, but this is what it is. Hope this situation will be over some point. I don't know if you know this one. It's called Butter, and it was written by a Japanese author Asako Yuzuki. I really loved this one. I kind of swallow it. First of all, I think it's always interesting to read about societies that you are kind of not connected to. It was also, at some points, I got very angry because it is also telling about some dogmas and problems that still exist for us women, that are connected to how people think our body should look like and how we should behave and such things. But still, it was very interesting read. So I definitely recommend this one. But I hate when people translate books or titles of books and movies into different languages under different names, because I got into the trap when I went to meet my mom. I saw this one. It's called Tokyo Girls Club, but it's in German, and it's the same author, and it also, to be honest, doesn't look very new. So I thought it's kind of one of her old books probably, and I got excited and I bought it. First of all, if you still didn't understand that, I am a bookaholic, so I buy a lot of books, but I also read a lot. So it's not like that I only buy and they're just getting collected and that's it. I bought this one because sometimes I think like, okay, I'll buy it later, but then I forget and so on. So sometimes I buy on the place. But then when we were on our way to Rome, my fiance found this one. And this one looks the same as Butter, and it's also called Hooked, and it looks absolutely different from this one. So I couldn't even imagine that it's the same book. Here there is no info, so I was like I just got excited and I thought that it's the new one. Bought this one too. And then I started reading it and I understood, okay, it's something familiar. I already read something like this, and I understood that these are two the same books, just this one in German and this one in English. But let's find the plus side. Now I can compare the translations, and for example in German it's still a little bit harder for me to read. For example, when they compare things or use some interesting words or slang, I usually don't know these words, so then I can check in English what they are, or at least the context. So it's kind of an interesting system. If you like this system, try to buy 2 books in one language that you know good and another language that you are learning. Yesterday we also went to see The Devil Wears Prada 2. Tell me if you liked it or not, if you saw it or not, but without spoilers. I actually really loved this film because I didn't expect too much. Sometimes only the first part is good and then So, but in that case, it was pretty enjoyable and I really loved it. We loved it. When the first one was more like drama than a comedy, this one was more comedy than drama. Yeah, we spent very good time, so I definitely recommend to watch it if you're still not sure. So yeah, enjoy your drink and let's get me ready for Portugal. So let's begin. First of all, the first question I'm kind of asking myself if to take, I would love to take only trolley. And I hope that it's going to be enough, but of course, not sure. That's why I also prepared just usual luggage. But I would love to have only trolley and not to wait for luggage and not to have problems, not to waste time on it. Yeah, let's see what I'm going to take with myself. First of all, I heard that there is going to be a swimming pool and I ordered a new swimming suit for myself. Not sure that I'm going to wear it because I'm usually kind of a lazy person who is not going to go and discover on my own. I think I'm going to do it only if I'm like very bored or if someone goes with me. By the way, my mom brought this wonderful bed cover from Kazakhstan after she saw that my bed looks like mess. I think it looks very pretty. Love you, mom. So let's see what else I'm going to take with me. First of all, I think a wonderful business option are always loafers. I am very happy that I ordered those 2. I'm going, of course, to go with just usual trainers, and I think that Adidas or white trainers suit very great with everything and also on business occasions. I already prepared some heels that I'm going to take. They are super comfy and they are going to be great with the dress and with jumpsuits that I ordered. So those are from the point of shoes that I'm going to take with me. So one of the jumpsuits that I ordered is this navy blue. I really loved it, so I already checked that it can be worn with heels and with trainers. That's the dress. It's mango dress that I told you about. Also going to go with me, another jumpsuit. This black one, but I definitely need to wear something underneath. I am going to have this top. And I also had before that a very blue jumpsuit, which I'm also taking. And this is just a casual dress. It's a little bit short, but I think it's going to be fine. That's what I'm taking with myself from the point of clothes. And of course, I'm taking a lot of blazers and t-shirts and trousers. So like I'm going to take a black trousers, which can be worn with everything. And of course, this bourbon blazer, also bourbon trousers and t-shirts, more t-shirt, just the usual blue t-shirt. I really love blue, and navy blue trousers, which have to be worn with heels because otherwise they're too long. Just in order to get a little bit more cozy, I'm going to wear just also a very blue trousers with a t-shirt to the airport. And I also ordered this blazer, which can go also very good with this trainers. And because we were told that it's going to be very windy there, so I also going to take this thing to put on myself. And of course I want also to try to pack sport shoes, so it's definitely going to be a challenge.